Hello and welcome to another Borderlands 2 video. Now if you've read the title of this video, you might be thinking, what the hell? But I'm going to try and clarify here um, that this is basically, I was just trying to get to OP8 and I was having real trouble finding or defeating the enemies as quickly as possible and as efficiently as possible. And if you've done Judgestruck Peak, you'll know that it can be quite draining on your ammo, and you need a decent enough weapon that can do enough damage, so you don't just rip through your ammo. And so I struggled to find new weapons. I didn't want to play through or reset my game and play through a whole another story mode, another campaign mode, just to get weapons that I've farmed for at level 50 and at level 61. Excuse me. So here I'm just going to try. I'm going to try and be as quick as possible. Try not to take up too much of your time, but I want to try and be as thorough as possible as well. So basically, I don't think you're going to need regular weapon updates. Now I'm going to go into Southpaw Steam and Power, purely because you get sort of your regular enemies, your maniacs, and your like nomads as well, just sort of your regular enemies. But you also get badasses as well, and also you can't really call them. I suppose you can call them bosses, but they're more like badasses, and by that I mean the assassins. So like I say, they're more like badasses, but you can kind of call them a boss. So that's what I'm going to do, just so you get a good sort of a range of enemies, so I can show you. Now for the first test, I'm going to decrease the overpower level to 0, so it just keeps everything at level 72. So there we go. So we're just going in it with no OP. Everything should be level 72 or scaled to level 72. And I'll go in a bit more detail at what loot I'm going to use when I can show you. Okay, so here we are, Southpaw Steam and Power, and I'll take you through some of the loot that I'm going to use. I'll get rid of that. So you see, I've just kitted myself out with Sandhawks. I've obviously got these from other people. I haven't farmed. I farmed for one, or in fact, I think I farmed for about 3 of them over the course of my time in Borderlands, but there's no way I could get that many. So I have got some of these off other people. But as you can see, I've got Shock and Corrosive. I'm going to try and keep these as similar as possible, these weapons. So I've got Shock 61, Corrosive 61, Corrosive 72, Shock 72, Shock Overpower 8, and Corrosive Overpower 8. But I'll be using these two for the most part, the 61 level Sandhawks. And I'm only using Sandhawks because that's my weapon of choice. And doing Digistruck Peak, I can't really see you using anything else apart from maybe a Northfleet or a Herald. I would always go the Sandhawk. If you're good enough with a Fibber, you could maybe use a Fibber. But this is just my weapon of choice because the damage it puts out is incredible. I'll also be using B shields. Now these I have farmed for all of these. As you can see, my 61 level one, I've got a 64, a 69, an Overpower 3 and an Overpower 5, and I'm actually on me right now, I've got Overpower 8. So we'll start with 61 and we'll switch these two out for our my level 61 Sandhawks, Shock and Corrosive. There we go. So they're both equipped. Excuse me. And we're going to see if the level 61B coupled with the 61 Sandhawks will proficiently kill these 72 enemies. I've also got a magic missile on me. I'm going to keep my relic to try not to add any damage, because if you're watching this, you might not have a relic that does extra damage, and I have one that does extra fire damage, and obviously I've got burst delay there as well. But I'm not going to use that. We'll just use my shield one, and I'm going to stick with the legendary siren class mod, because not everyone, or everyone may not have the legendary cat class mod. I would recommend farming for it, or potentially get yourself just a cat class mod, one of the blue ones. I haven't got one on me. I got rid of mine as soon as I got the legendary cat, but I would recommend going for legendary cat. The with the Sandhawk plus 131 damage or percent damage, you can't go wrong with that. So that's my loot. That's what I'm going to use. I'm going to keep everything pretty simple, pretty 61, and let's go. I'll keep it shock for now, just in case they've got a shield, and we'll head out and see how we get on. I actually lost my sound, I think. I have. I am going to stop because I've got an overpower rate grenade. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch out to no grenade, because that pretty much totaled him in one shot, that grenade, and I don't want to do that. So as you can see there, against a Nomad, 61 Sandhawk and a 61B, took him out fairly easily. I think there's a couple of guys up here. Use my phase lock to slag that guy. Easy, not a problem. So a guy down here. Again, this is just so you see, now we'll get on to the where's that guy? Guy running down after me. Oh dear. Right, there we go. That's him done. Now we'll try the badass. Come on. There we go. I don't want assassin one, I want this badass, the ultimate badass. Try and get away from his shots. As you can see there, fairly proficient taking him out, as long as you keep your B shields. And assassin lot as well. Assassin lots are slightly harder than the badass cycle, but still, nevertheless, you can see there a couple of clips should do, and it's not a problem. So there you are. At 72, you don't need 72 gear or even overpower 8 gear. You can. It's difficult, but it's not really a problem. I'm actually going to see if I can. Oh, I've got my sound back. Thank God for that. I don't know what happened. Okay, now I'm going to go through the next section and I'm going to change it up. We're still going to stay at 72, but I'm going to change out for my level 69 B shield. It's the closest I could get to 72, but this should give you a more accurate representation. I'm not going to go out and farm a level 72 B, so I'm going to keep it at 69. And we'll see how we get on with these 72 enemies with 61 level weapons. I see a lot quicker there, as you can see. I mean, whoa, guy right in my face. So even without slag, I mean, I would always recommend slagging enemies, always. But even without slag, I mean, it's dealing with these guys no problem at all. Check that grenade. Let me see. So hopefully you can see by this that you don't need the level 72 weapons to deal with these enemies any easier than you would. All you need is to update your B shield, and as long as your weapon you know, I would, like I say, I recommend the Sandhawk or the Unkempt Harold. Ideally, what was that? Just white. But that's it. I mean, you can see the difference there between the level 61B and the level 69, which is a big difference, but still using the same weapon. So right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to exit, and I'm going to change up the overpower level. I'm going to move up the overpower level to level 4, and then we're going to come back in, and we're going to see how the level 69B deals with the overpower 4 enemies, and then we'll move up to a stronger B shield, because as soon as you hit overpower level 1 through 8, the damage you have to do increases quite dramatically, and also they have quite serious health regeneration as well, especially on overpower 8. So we're going to come back in overpower level 4, and we're just going to do the same 2 bosses again, and we'll just see how we get on with our level 61 Sandhawk. I do not know where that cough's come from. Anyway, I'll forge through. Hopefully it's not too much of a hassle. Okay, so here we are, same place. Same gear, 61, 61, Sandhawks, and my 69B. And we're going to keep it shock, and I'm just going to pat myself full of ammo again. Right, done, that should be fine. Okay, so same deal, overpower 4 enemies against me. See, he's got a little skull, but still, I mean, that was actually easier than I expected. Try and get out of the way of him. There he is. He's not slagged. Still, you start to see the health regeneration now. But it's still, even without slag, is dealing with him really well. I didn't hit him at all. And I don't have any grenades, and I really wanted to throw a grenade there, but I just realised that I don't have one on me. Right, I should have kept my magic missile. I had a ×2 magic missile, but... So there we go. I mean, hopefully you'll see the difference when the badass enemy comes out. I'm going to try and get my phase lock back before I do that. But as you can see, the level 61 gear is still holding its own, even at overpower 4. And I was actually quite impressed. I'm actually quite impressed with the 69B, how well it's doing at the moment. It's just asking what, trying to get the badass. You can see that's taken more than one clip to deal with him, and it's going to take even more to deal with that guy. He's just absolutely shat on my shield. I'm going to throw a vanilla grenade right back in my face. That was a fail. Right, vanilla grenade, go for it. It does absolutely nothing. It's been such a long time since I've thrown a vanilla grenade. See, you start seeing the health regen is starting to really show, and I'm starting to really struggle to put the amount of damage down I need to take him out quick enough. He's just took a grenade right in my face. I'm gonna have to slag him again. I don't even know if I'll get him. I will get him, of course I'll get him. Come on. Where is he? Hiding, you bitch. Did I get him? Oh. Yeah, I got him. Right, as you can see, that that took a lot longer. And hopefully you'll see during this, hopefully I've actually come to some sort of conclusion at the end of this, and I've not just wasted everybody's time. But you'll start to see through like just the bods, the standard enemies, cycles, spider ants, and bully mongs, etc. That you really don't need sort of regular updates of your B shield. But as soon as you get to sort of badass level enemies and above, you really do. You can really tell the difference. Anyway, we're going on the next section, and we'll switch out our 69B for the what was I doing? Overpower 3B. So there we go, and we'll do the same section. Oh, sorry, the second section with that, and hopefully you'll see the difference. Nomad there, not a problem. If I can shoot this guy, always got trouble shooting moving targets. I'm not very good at it. Popping grenades all over the place, man. Look at them. I lost my B shield there. There we are. I've got it back. Throwing vanilla grenades. Jeez, it's going to do nothing to the guy. Didn't even hit him. I'm so used to having the magic missile and it just like homes in on them. You see there. To that. Whoa, guys just came out of nowhere. And we'll try and get, well, I'll try and get the second assassin out so you can see a badass enemy. Who is shooting me? Die, get down, boy. God damn. Is there a guy? Another nomad. See the nomads. So we'll try and get through. I'll try and get through this as quickly as possible. And like I say, the standard enemies aren't a problem. Still in level 61 gear. When I say gear, I mean weapons. Now we'll try and get the second assassin out because he's more of a badass than these guys. Assassin Oni, and he's just edged my B shield out. Bitch. There we go, got it back. Oh damn, I just got exploded by someone. I won't use this weapon, I'll just phase lock, try and phase lock him to try and get my health back. Come on, boy. Switch back out. Oh, good God, I just walked over the grenade. I saw you on my map. Oh dear. I've done it again. Right. Get fucked. He's dropped that grenade, hasn't he? Where are you coming from? Right, phase lock, come on. Assassin O'Neill's got all his shield back. Anyway, apart from that massive delay in between shooting Assassin Oni, hopefully you can see that still it's level 61 Sandhawks, and all I've done is upgraded my B shield to just increase the power, and it dealt really well with it, I think. So the next test is going for the full overpower rate. Full overpower rate, still on 61 weapons, but I'll go to my overpower 5B this time, and then I'll move up right up to the overpower 8B. So I'm just going to quit, and hopefully be able to see the difference. I might do a couple of enemies with my overpower 3B just so you can see the difference between. But as soon as you get to overpower 4, like I say, it's a very steep curve. I mean, it starts off fairly shallow from overpower 1. As soon as you start to get to overpower 4, the curve really starts to get a lot steeper, mainly due to the health regen. So I'm going to move it up, so we get to the full overpower rate, and we get the full unadulterated health regen, damage, all that kind of stuff, and we'll just see how the level 61 Sandhawks cope. I can't show you. I would like to show you other weapons, to be honest, but it's going to take me. It would have taken me forever to try and source those weapons at so many different levels. So again, I'll just show you. Still on the 61 Sandhawks. I'm going to move it up to the overpower 5B, just so you can see more ammo, because I used tons of it on that last run. Okay, hopefully we can see. I mean, this is pretty much what I did to try and get myself through Digistruct Peak, and was just went and farmed Hunter Hellquist a few times, and just to stay with my Sandhawks, because I couldn't get any new ones. Keeps doing my B shield away, bitch. As you can see, still with the overpower 5B, still these nomads are absolutely not a problem. And hopefully I'll get the badass out so you can see how these deal with the badass enemies. So it's like, I'm gonna wait till this maniac comes down and shoots and starts to attack me. I'll try and kill this guy without any slag, just so you can see if I can aim at him. Yeah, well done, Scoob. Okay, now let's try and get this badass. See how easily we can deal with him. Try and get out of the way of Assassin Watt. Shield's not a problem because it's shock, but it's taking its time with his health. Vanilla grenade, go for it! Reload, come on boy. Let's hide. Boom! Oh, you idiot, Scoob, you absolute idiot. Now I've got my B shield. And now I'm doing no damage to him. I think my DOT's doing more to him. It's actually quite interesting to see when you've got a DOT on an enemy and you can see their health regen fighting the DOT. It's quite interesting. Well, it's not interesting, it's just sort of, well, not interesting. It's interesting to me, but that's about it. Right, as you can see, it's a lot more difficult. Much the same as, well, we got a commerce. Yeah. It's much the same as being at overpower 4 with the 61B. Oh, sorry, 69B. I'm losing track now. Okay, now I'm going to switch out my overpower 5B for my overpower 8B, and just to see how that affects the damage we do. And as I'm sure you expect, these guys are again not a problem. Get rid of him. Oh dear, Scoob, aim boy. Right, there we go. Finally got my aim down. Go vanilla grenades! Damn. You're getting done, boy. You're getting done. Okay. He threw that right next to himself. Dickhead. There we go. Now again, I'll try and get these. Oh, he's got a shock weapon. Bitch. I hate it when they've got shock weapons. Lunatic bomber. Get fucked. You're with a shock weapon. Well, I don't care. We're getting done anyway. Whoa, you see that ironclad lunatic? I mean, again, there you could see still 61 Damn you, stupid Steve, damn you. Even on an ironclad lunatic, how easily the 61 Sandhawk dealt with it. And you know how much of a pain in the arse they are. I'm sure you do. I'm sure these it's my headphones that's making this all funny. I'm sure it is. I've got real sound problems, man. I'm just gonna wait a second. No, that's not fixed it. Okay, never mind. And I'm gonna try. I'll get who is it? Oni to spawn and see how easily or how difficult it is to dispatch him. And he's taken my B shield out already. Lunatic bomber. Wow, you're harder than the rest of them. And I've just been shot on again. God damn it. Right, health back. Good. Again, it's actually not doing too badly. It's doing better than I expected. I don't know if that's him down. I think that might be him down. Get away from that grenade. Jeez. So again, I've used a lot of ammo. But it got the job done. I'm just going to get dead close to you. I'm just going to fuck you up. Just like that. Oops. And he didn't drop anything. So there you go. That was my final run with the 61, with the level 61 gear. As you can see, for mobbing and for just for general enemies, I mean, 61 gear really isn't a problem at all. And you can quite easily get through most of the game. Just sticking with your level 61 gear. If you've got good 61 gear, you've no need to change it. All you need is an update to your B shield, and that's just one guy. You're just farming one guy there, and instead of having to farm savagely, which I have farmed for a better Unkempt Harold for a long time with no avail, and you know, I would have to go and redo most of the what is it, Scarlet's DLC to get a Sandhawk, and even then I would just get one, unless I reset it and did it all again. And then the Northfleet, that could be endless farming for Vivivorous just for that. So as you can see, you're only having to farm one guy, which is Hunter Hellquist for the B shield, and that's pretty much it, and that's you. And that's it, and you can go on quite fine. Now, I will say that, in fact, I'm on overpower 8 now, aren't I? Get my grenade back, thank God for that. Right, now then. There we go, that's better. Now, I will say, for, like I tried to say earlier, like for badasses and above, you'll really notice that how much you need the extra damage that a level 72 or an overpower 8 weapon will give you. See what we get? Nothing. Hello? Melee damage. Cooldown rate. Fantastic. So, and I'll compare my shock overpower. Excuse me again. Okay. So you can see there, this is stopping a Sandhawk. I would have preferred the same prefixes, but you've got to give me a little bit of leeway, man. It was quite difficult to get all these in the first place. So there we go. They're both shock Sandhawks, and obviously the 61 on the left is 15896, but the overpower rate is 144520, and you can tell, you can really tell the difference. Same Sandhawks, but this time overpower rate, and we'll see what the difference is with the overpower B on these lads. Ironclad lunatic, sorry. That did absolutely nothing. That's because my B's gone. Feck's sake, bye. There you go, lad. In fact, I don't even know if I needed the full clip for that. Don't you dare throw that axe at me, boy. That was just a clip, pretty much. A couple of clips and he's gone, so happy with that. And it might take me a little while, but I'm going to try and get to the assassin at the end as well. Just so you can see the difference between on sort of badass enemies. Where's my B shield gone again? Oh Jesus! Now I'm going to get blown up by my own grenade. This is the only problem with it, is you need the B shield. You really need it, and you really need it. That's why. That is why. Explosive elements, and there's a guy right next to me. See if I can get away from him without dying. I did. I managed to get away from him. Now I will shoot him with that. So, yeah. Let's get back on track here. I keep going down here. Bye. Come on. And I've ran out of ammo almost completely. Yeah. Hopefully you will see that for badass enemies. Oh, feck's sake. That was a bit of a belated reaction. I'm going to need to pull out something else here, something else at my ass, because I have now run out of ammo. And I don't have any other OP8 weapons with me. Well done, Scoob. Smart thinking. Now you have to waste everyone's time going back to get ammo. Okay, my apologies for this. I'll try and be as quick as possible. And maybe this will actually give me a chance to finish what I was saying in the first place. Hopefully you'll see for badasses and bosses, and I'm sure you know when you get through Digistruct and you start to get to 4, 5, 6 and 7 and 8, the amount of bosses / badasses increases dramatically, and that has a massive effect on the amount of ammo you use. So it is always advisable to get the strongest weapon possible, so you can deal the most damage possible to get rid of the enemies as quickly as possible. Because if you're sat there with 61 gear, you're going to be there forever. And hopefully I'm not going to spoil it, but there are certain enemies like Scorch through the run that will just eat ammo for days if you've not got the right amount of damage. I certainly had a lot of problem with it. Found out that Overpower 1, 2 and 3 were relatively easy with my 61 gear. Overpower 4 started to get very difficult, and I found that I really needed better weapons to see me through Overpower 4 and all the way up to Overpower 8. And you probably find that yourself. Right now I've got enough ammo. I'm still going to get shot by these assholes though, and I'm still going to fucking lose my B shield. Fucking assholes. Fucking take that. Oh no, I've thrown it against me again. You'll see I'm an idiot as well in this video. I get the job done, but fuck me, is it messy. I want on top of that box, you dick. Right, come on. Where's the other guy? Let's get this done already. Try and show these people a badass enemy. I thought I killed you. No, obviously not. Fuck's sake, boy. Phase lock. Shoot. Switch gun. Kill. It's simple. It's simple, but I make it look so goddamn difficult. Hello? Ironclad lunatic, corrosive methinks. Always try and get more than one element. If you're using unkempt heralds, yeah, you obviously can't get another element, but always try and get more than one element. Ideally, if you're running through Digistruct Peak, ideally go for fire and corrosive. Shock's not too bad, but if you'll find that the fire should deal with the shield's not a problem. I'm going to have to back up a little bit. Try and bottleneck them into there so I can just pummel them. So without slag it's a lot more difficult, obviously, and I would recommend slag at every opportunity. That... oh, I can't get to him. You shouldn't have stopped to throw a grenade, boy. Did I miss him? Now there should be a badass. There's something shooting me. Is it you in there? You feckin' bitch. It is. Right, we'll get away from them and we'll just try and spawn this badass. Finally show Peeps Assassin Wreath, and we'll get rid of the Nomad Tyrant. Yeah, you see that? I would class him as a badass. And it just monstered him. Absolutely monstered him. You see Assassin Wreath, the amount of damage is phenomenal. So there you go, there is the Frimington's Edge as well. I actually heard that's a cliff or something in England, and that's it's a sheer cliff. I'm not entirely sure. I'll actually look at the lore of that. But anyway, as you can see, Assassin Wreath and Assassin Oni, one with 61 weapons and one with overpower 8 weapons, and you can see the difference. I know Oni is slightly stronger than Wreath, but the principle is still there. You saw how quickly Wreath got monstered by this Sandhawk, and it's the same. Now this video is all about trying to help. I'm just trying to help people get through Digistruct Peak and level up to overpower 8, because I really struggled with it. Ideally you want 4 people, and ideally you get the strongest weapons possible, but if you don't have the time, or you don't want to go and farm for regular loot at regular intervals, should I say, you can manage it up to a certain point with just regular intervals of a B shield, which is so much easier. And I will kill these guys down here, because these have been shooting me, doing all sorts of shit to me. There you go, boy. Is there only one? Good. So yeah. In answer to your question, in answer to my original question, do you need OP8 weapons? No. No, until you get up to a certain point. No, should I say? And then yes, you need. This is why I have 61 weapons. 72 weapons I use from overpower 4 onwards, right up to overpower 8. I should have really shown you the 72 weapons, but I didn't really want to take up more of your time than I had to. And I think that's about as thorough as I could really be. Try if you're a Siren, if you're anything, try and get something to boost your gun damage. I mean, I went and farmed this when I was 65, 66, just to get the SMG damage, and I have, as you saw earlier, the burst delay for my Sandhawks, and the fire damage, because I was using a fire Sandhawk, just to try and maximise my output, and that was with my level 61 gear. So hopefully that has helped in some way. I hope it's helped. If I've just confused everyone, I'm sorry, and if it's just been a big waste of time for everyone watching, my apologies, but my intentions were good. And hopefully I've saved someone, at least one person, a bit of time by having to farm for weapons every 4 or 5 levels, because that would be a real pain in the ass. But ideally, you just want to find one of your mates or a cool guy that will kindly trade or duel you, if you get my meaning, for better gear. And like I say, if at this level, you're either going to want one of three things, and that's going to be the Sandhawk, the Harald, or the Northfleet. So yeah, my choice was a Sandhawk, but that's only because I'm a Siren. Yours might be different. So hopefully I've helped, and like I say, hopefully I've saved you time, apart from the lifetime you've just wasted watching me fail at Steam and Power. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and like I say, hopefully this has helped. Thanks, bye bye.